What's up, everybody? You know how we get down over here on this channel. We talk about the new methods, we talk about the new scams, we talk about the dark world, the dark web. We talk about everything that's going on in today's world that's getting a lot of people that bag. Now, it's a lot of people out there that talk about that ask me about a lot of different methods out there. We got bank methods, we got check methods, we got tech fraud methods. There's a lot of different ways that people are generating revenue in this field. And it's a lot of people out there that only know about check fraud and credit card fraud, where there are many of different methods that's getting people paid, and it's a lot of different ways out there. It's a lot of different methods out there that you can do different ways. So let me give you an example. So check fraud, it might be 20 different ways to do check fraud. It might be 20 different ways to do credit card frauds. It might be 20, 30, 40, 50 different ways to do all these different methods that people try to do, but they only think it's one way to do it. And that's why people who see people on social media flashing money and talking about this method and that method, they want to do it too because they're under the impression that they did this method that's one, two, three steps. Do this, do that, do that. Here go $1 million, and there's nothing like that, right? So as the world evolved, technology evolved, everything evolved from the dark web to methods, technology, etc., etc. And the world is being ran through technology. All of our currency, all of our money, everything is ran through technology. When you go put money into a bank account, you're not putting a physical currency into that bank account. That number is now a digital number. So if you go take $1,000 and you take it to your bank and you deposit that $1,000, and it says you now have $1,000 in your bank account, that's now a digital number. That physical currency that you just took to the bank is not going into a deposit box with your name on it. It's now a digital number. That money that you just took to the bank is now being circulated through the bank in different places. People need to come withdraw physical cash and things like that, right? And then it comes technology. So the world evolved where it made things to be easier for people, right? 2015, 20 years ago, there was no Cash App, Venmos, Zelles, PayPal's, Apple Pays, Chimes, none of these things, right? In today's world, since 2013, we now have these applications that make it easier for people to send, receive, and store money. So people got to start thinking about it. When you send and receive money and store money on our Cash App, Venmos, Zelles, PayPal's, Chimes, all these different third-party fintech companies, think about it. There is no physical currency being sent from place to place. It's all signals, it's all waves, and it's all databases. So in this signal and wave that's being sent and transmitted, it's saying that this is the amount of money that's being transmitted with it, and this is who it's coming from. So think about it. Just think about it. We are transferring currency that is technically a signal in a wave. No physical cash, just a signal in a wave. So if this signal in a wave is saying that this signal and wave is $1,000, do you think that signals and waves can be created to be sent to other different platforms and databases to say, hey, this is 10,000 being sent, this is 20,000 being sent, and this is what people are understanding. If you can send money with just a signal or a wave through technology that was created by man, what else do you think is possible? Do you think scammers, fraudsters, and hackers can create their own signals and waves that's telling these servers and networks that this is the amount of money that's being sent to this platform without no form of real physical currency being sent? Think about that for a second. And I know it probably is a lot of people out here listening to what I'm saying and not comprehending, but let me break it down for you one more time. When we use Cash App and you send somebody, you're in California and they might be in New York, and you send somebody $500, there is no physical cash being sent from your phone to their phone. It's a signal, a wave, a transmission, and a database, and a server, which can be created. So if scammers and fraudsters are creating their own signals and waves for currency to be sent to different platforms and boards, So it's a lot of different places out here in today's world where a lot of people are now utilizing different platforms, different methods, different chat GPT, fraud GPT sites to create different servers, different waves, different signals that transitions over into currency. Because when you send money, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal is all encrypted. There's no physical cash. So if everything is encrypted, you can create signals, your own signal database and wave in encryption, and tell it that hey, this is $10,000, and send that encryption wave signal or database wherever that the scammer or fraudster wants to send it. So there are people that are picking up these methods. There are people that are finding these loopholes. There are people that are creating these jailbroken chat GPT sites because remember, you got to remember, my hair is different colors. I don't know. You got to remember, technology, AI, artificial intelligence have been around for 30 plus years. But due to the technology evolving and the world evolving, it allowed the AI technology to evolve. So now we have chat GPT sites or GPT sites. And GPT sites basically will create anything for you. So if you need ChatGPT to answer some questions, you need ChatGPT to make a picture for you need ChatGPT to make a movie script for you. You need ChatGPT to write you anything that you need done or anything that you want to know. ChatGPT will do it for you due to artificial intelligence, and everything is sourced and coded. And a lot of people don't know what that means. When somebody sources and codes something, they're basically programming a software for it to be able to do something. So every application from Instagram, X, Facebook, websites, YouTube, all of these things were coded and created. Software engineers, software programmers, and you got different programmers. You got Kelly Linux programmers, you got Python programmers, and these people are people who are basically the ones who create boards and websites. So, due to ChatGPT being sourced in code, scammers and fraudsters have gotten a hold of the source and code for ChatGPT, and they jailbroke the source and code. So now that, because we all know about jailbroken phones, when your phone is jailbroken, it allows you to access different APKs and APIs and different boards and different applications that you normally wouldn't be able to access on the normal Apple Play Store. And it has a lot of different things on when it comes to jailbroken, a lot of different cool gadgets and tricks and so on and so on. That's why a lot of people look to get their phones jailbroken, but not understanding when you jailbreak something, it's definitely a software hack or, or or software jammer that's being done that can create different problems and different bugs and different things that happen to your phone when it's jailbroken. So jailbroken, it can get you a lot of cool things, but it also can mess up your phone at the same time. But what they're doing is they're now jailbreaking these chat GPT sites. So now that they're jailbroken, scammers and fraudsters now have the ability to be able to search and create different things in the dark world. So just like ChatGPT can answer any question for you and get different information, the fraud GPT sites are doing the exact same thing. Now, every fraud GPT site is not the same. Some of them might be sourced and coded with good information. Some of them might be bad chat fraud GPT sites. Everybody doesn't have the same knowledge when it comes to softwares and different programs. So everybody who's trying to create the next popular fraud GPT site isn't going to have the best equipment or best software because everybody doesn't have or know the same information. And a lot of these people that's becoming in this world are kids coming from Minecraft, playing the game on PC, on the game system, talking to different adults, and the adults grooming them into getting different because everybody want to get VC and Roblox and all these different coins that you gotta buy to enhance a player, enhance something on the game, and cost. And kids want the best of the best, and they gotta get the next of the next. So they ask their parents, "Can you buy me this gift card? Can you buy me this gift card? Can you buy me this VC Roblox or Minecraft points or whatever?" And it gets expensive. So parents stop, and these kids still want it, so they figure out how to get it on their own. And this is where the problem starts. They talking to these adults, and these adults are telling them how to steal their parents' credit cards and debit cards, how to load gift cards, how to go get accounts, and now they're selling accounts, and it just starts from there. So there is a site on the dark web called Snowden Market, and the Snowden Market can basically make a scammer or a fraudster or a random person, if they find the actual site, an easy $1,000 a day, because it has so many different things on that site that makes it possible for people to do that. Because, like I said, due to the evolution of Chat GPT and technology, you now have Chat GPT or fraud GPT sites that will literally go find information for you, because you got to think about it. Everything is stored in databases, systems, servers, and computers and networks. So if you're asking this fraud GPT site that's connected to this world where all this information is going to go out there and look for it, because at the end of the day, everybody's computer, everybody's server, everybody's everything is connected to the same thing, which is a network. And the network is only one network, and it's you're all connected to it. It don't matter if it's a job storing information. It don't matter if it's a person storing information. It's all connected to a network that is somewhere how can find the information. So these fraud GPT sites are now making it easier for scammers and fraudsters to get certain fraudulent information from CCs, CVVs, dumps, fools, pins, fools, pros, just by going to these fraud GPT sites and typing in certain quotes. Give me 10 Visa cards. Give me 10 blah 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 cards. Give me fools for this, or give me a fools with 750 credit score. Give me pros. Then finding information in these servers and databases with this information, and it's provided to the scammers and the fraudsters due to the GPT sites being jailbroken. So due to these GPT sites being jailbroken, they also are creating websites for people. And a lot of people are using just random GPT sites to create random websites to make it look good, to scam people. Some of them make it real life websites to actually do real life business. Some people are just doing whatever just to have fun. It's a lot of different things that's popping up now. It's a lot of new websites that's popping up due to the fraud GPT game and fraud GPT world. You got new glitches that's popping up. You got real lows. You got real life methods that's now being created due to these artificial intelligent fraud GPT sites, and it's basically creating malwares, ransomwares, OTP bots, different things, legit like real life methods because of the intelligence. So there's a place on the website on the dark web called the Snowden Market. And in the Snowden Market, it basically has everything from A to Z. And it's so sophisticated, it's so well put together that it allows it will allow any random person, a scammer or fraudster, to be able to go on there and make at least $1,000 a day. It has so many different things. And like I said, dark websites are not www.blah.com. They are encrypted addresses that look like Bitcoin addresses with .lane at the end. And a lot of people don't know about this. Is another thing. I do a lot of business with a lot of different people, and a lot of people don't be knowing nothing about nothing, and then they think they be doing something when they try to go Google some wrong information. Then they think like people gotta understand, bro. In this world is not free money. This world is not like the dark world is not free money. Like just because you go in there and try to do something doesn't mean you're automatically, or the scammer or the fraudster is automatically going to make some money. No, when it comes to this world, people got to understand everybody is not going to understand or comprehend what's going on, because everybody doesn't utilize their brain. In this world, you have to utilize your brain. You got to actually know how to read, write, and comprehend. You got to walk a certain way, talk a certain way, and act a certain way. And most people think this world is just free money. Oh, I'm going to get this method to make this. Oh, I'm going to get this loan to make that. Oh, I'm going to do this and do that. It's nothing like that. You have to have some type of awareness and intelligence to be able to be successful in the dark world. The world is not for everybody because most people are fools. Most people are snitches. Most people are lame. Most people buy stuff with already intention that if they get caught, they gonna tell on you. Most people aren't meant to do business with in this world because they're no good, and a lot of people don't understand that. If somebody think that they finna get some free money coming in this world because they finna do step one, step two, step three, it's a lot of people that think that they can buy stolen information and go use it willy nilly. Like, think about it. Like, be smart sometimes. Like, be smart. Like, if you're buying stolen information off the dark web, that does not make it okay for you to just go use it anywhere. Like, you're not gonna get in trouble. It's the exact same thing. And if it's somebody was to use your information and go use it, you're gonna know exactly where they at. You're gonna tell the police. It's the exact same thing. And that's what people don't be understanding. They think just because they brought something up the dark web, it's just okay to use. There's no repercussions or consequences of using stolen fraudulent information or tools or credentials. And then get mad when they buy something that isn't step one, step two, step three. Here go $50,000, and they gotta actually do things to prevent them from being in a world of hot fire, and then they get mad at you like something fake. People gotta start waking up because a lot of people need to be for even bothering people in this world because of the delusionalness. It's a lot of people in this world that are becoming multi-millionaires. There's a lot of people that's coming thousandaires. It's a lot of people that's making their first $10,000, $20,000 getting in this work because they're utilizing their brain, they're utilizing the information that they're getting. Like I said, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything, but at the end of the day, I can't control anything anybody does. I can't control you if you want to go on the dark web. I can't control you if you want to go do this and do that. No, I only give the information, the knowledge, and the resources to help people stay safe, stay more aware, and be more cautious of what's going on out here in this real crazy world that we all are living in because these things are really happening and no one wants to become a victim. Some of this stuff is entertaining to people. Some of this stuff, a lot of people might want to get into cybersecurity world because at the end of the day, a hacker is a hacker. It's just all up to that person to utilize the information that they have in what way that they want. A hacker is a hacker. Either they're going to utilize the information to be a white hat, a gray hat, or a black hat. And this is what people don't understand. People don't understand that everything is ran through technology. So if somebody is good with technology, a hacker or a compromiser, they can get anything that they want. People are not connecting dots nowadays. People are not understanding that these transactions that people sending through these Cash App, Venmos, and Zelles can be created by man, which can mimic any type of signal or database and can create basically transactions or fraudulent money through system databases and servers just by equipping or encrypting certain information. That's what I want people to start understanding. If you are sending a signal or a wave to somebody that sent $500 and they didn't send no physical cash, it was just a signal or a wave in a database. Man can create that and do the exact same thing. So there are people out here that are creating these different HTTPs and signals and waves that's mimicking Cash App payments and Zelle payments and whatever, and it's fraud. It's fake. So they're just sending themselves 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, this and that with these created transactions through technology. And then on Snowden, they got gift cards, they got bank logs, they got this, they got ChatGPT, they got all this that will make it easier for somebody to make 500 here, 500 there, made $1,000. So in 30 days, this person went from making 1,000, now they have $30,000, and it's just all buying this, and because now, like I told y'all, due to the evolution of the world, due to the evolution of the game, is making it more simple and less complex for people to be able to perform these tasks with these different methods because of the world elevation and evolution. And more kids being the ones who are creating them. And they're going to make it as easy as possible because their brain isn't as developed as an adult. So Snowden Market could easily help anybody, a random person, a scammer or a fraudster, make $1,000 a day just off the information that they have. Go on there and they pick or choose whatever that they want. Easy 500 there, easy 500 there. And then you already know once people start to see that they can actually make money with something, they get greedy and they just start making more money and more. They get addicted to it and they say, well, if I could easily make 500 this way just by doing this, I'm gonna do it all day, every day. And people gotta also understand that a lot of dark web sites come up, they go down. There's a lot of dark web police on there making sites. There's a lot going on the dark web, but it's also a lot of money being generated on the dark web. So, like I tell you guys all the time, it's just a new world. It's a new place. It's a new generation, evolution. The dark world, the dark places, the methods, loads, the glitches, all of these things are real. All these things are happening. There's more that's popping up. People are making money way simpler than they was before due to technology, due to the evolution. People are getting these sites, going on there, loading up Bitcoin, buying this, buying that. It was just a couple clicks. That's how easy scamming and fraud has got to make money. A couple clicks, you just made you some money. So Snowden market definitely on the rise. Definitely a marketplace on the dark web. A lot of people are going on there. A lot of people are starting to make $1,000 a day. Simple, just with a couple clicks, changing a lot of people's lives, and it's changing the world. All right, so it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out there in this real crazy world that we all living in, because we all are living in this world. There's all these things are really happening. Nobody wants to become a victim. Nobody, not you, not me, not even the bank. So just stay more safe, stay more cautious, be more aware. It's a million billion YouTube channels out there, but you decided to be here with me. So with that being said, I'll see you at the next lesson, the next live, the next method. Peace.